Hey guys, and welcome to our first monthly gaming podcast slash not really a podcast because you're watching us. Weird, right?
Vodcast, yeah.
Vodcast.
Is that a thing?
It is now.
Have we just like simultaneously made that up at the same
I
time?
think we'll get sued.
Is that actually a thing?
I think probably,
It totally is. We can't be that smart.
Yeah.
And basically what we're going to do is we're going to have a look at what we've been playing for the last 30 days. And today I am joined by Dan.
Hello.
Dylan.
Hello.
And me, Aaron, your moderator, self-proclaimed. So, first up we have Dan. And what is your first game going to be?
My first game this month is Hellblade, which is I don't know if I call it proper action adventure, but it's an action narrative adventure from Team Ninja.
Team Ninja.
Who are probably most well known for, I guess, the DMC game.
Yep.
Who should be most well known for Heaven's Sword, personally. But
yeah. Enslaved was good.
And it's like, yeah.
Yep.
Oh, they did do Enslaved, didn't they?
Yep.
Because that was Hellblade and Enslaved were both Andy Serkis's baby, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And they're really good games, shouldn't be overlooked, but they just disappeared into the vast world of gaming.
They did a bit, yeah, unfortunately. Hellblade was like one of the first games on PS3.
Yeah, I think it was.
And it used
release?
one of the best uses of the 6-axis in my opinion.
Oh yeah, it wasn't like Leia, the dragon one.
Oh god, yeah.
It wasn't that bad. Leia was actually a good game, but later on they patched in the you could do the analog sticks, but it had already died by that point.
Yeah, which is unfortunate.
But anyway, for everybody that's absolutely ignorant at home, tell me what Hellblade's storyline is.
Hellblade's storyline, you play a woman called Senua, who has gone to Helheim, which is the Norse version of Hell, or the Norse version of the Afterlife, sorry.
Yep.
To ask for the life of her lover back.
We think.
Yes.
Yeah.
Having not actually finished it yet. We've probably got footage playing over this, and we can't even see me at this point. But
in kind of a weird like reference to Lollipop Chainsaw, she does actually keep his head around her waist.
She does, yes.
Yeah, but it doesn't talk about like Lollipop Chainsaw.
I think it's his head. It could well be a stone for all I know, because the whole game is about
her interpretation of what she sees.
Yeah, so what the point of the game really is they wanted to make a game that talked about psychosis, I think is what she suffers from, and they framed it in like this sort of Northern
logical way.
That word, yes.
And
so rather than having someone in the modern day breaking down and thinking they're seeing things, you are back in time. The twist isn't going to be
we're not Mr. Robot. We are like basically
nothing. So having not finished it yet, I'm quite certain the twist isn't going to be you wake up in an insane asylum and you've imagined it all. I think that it deals with that thing of psychosis, but frames it properly within Norse gods, so you don't know whether or not you're seeing magic or not. Which is kind of cool. You may well be fine, because as soon as you kill people, they just go and they're gone. So it kind of gives it a reason, because all the games can't keep bodies everywhere. It gives a reason for bodies to disappear, in that like you might be imagining all of it, and you might be walking around. So there's parts where you walk through. I've just gone and fought the fire demon.
All right. Yeah.
Name I can't remember. I think it might be Bahamut. It's not Bahamut.
No, Final Fantasy, man.
It's not Ifrit either.
No.
It's none of those things, because they're not even Norse. None of those.
No.
Gert?
Stop making.
I don't know. We'll put out there's a thing there right now. There, whoever edits this is going to put a thing there that says his name that I completely forgot. So, in order to get through doors, you have to. For this part, you have to go up to these stones, touch them, and it suddenly sets the whole world on fire and burns down the door.
Ooh, nice.
The second you walk through the door, it will swing around and suddenly nothing's on fire anymore. Like the idea that the doors always were open. But obviously there was never any fire there, or there was a fire there, but you're kind of imagining what's going on. Some of the other puzzles, the puzzles are simple, a pain in the arse at times, because the main puzzles are visual. To go through doors. There are like ruins that you see, and you then have to walk around the little. It's not open world, but there are kind of tiny sandbox areas you get. You have to walk around and place yourself so that things in front of you make up the shapes of the ruins. So sticks sticking out of the ground and a flag. You angle yourself right, you'll look at the ruin you're looking for. Zoom in on it, pick it up. So the idea that obviously the doors, again, are very probably always unlocked, because you always just walk through and push them open after that. But you have to go around, find these rooms, which is, I think, where the gameplay struggles a bit. Cause
it's breaking up the momentum.
Yeah, it's also really picky about where you stand at times. Yeah. So there are points where I found the right spot, I can see what I'm looking for,
you've got to have it
but I can't step into the right point for like 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes at a time.
Okay, yeah.
To the point where I've had to use a guide just in case I was looking at the wrong thing. Turns out I was looking at the right thing. It's just not picking up. I'm stood at the right point to get the angle in.
Sounds like the dummy finger in Resident Evil.
Yes,
right?
it is. Yeah. It's that sort of, you have to get the perspective exactly right, or just right. That I think is a bit of a struggle.
So, are you playing this with headphones on?
I did the first time I played it.
But it's scared shitless.
Yes, the sound design is fucking incredible.
Yeah, it's really spot on. Yeah, because one of the composers had 2 composers, didn't care about the second one. The first one is Andy from Combi Christ, and he did work. He wasn't the composer, but he did do a lot of the tracks for DMC. And he does have a unique sound, usually industrial, but in Hellblade, it's.
Oh, really like
I honestly didn't
sounds or kind of chanting tribal noises, and
I honestly didn't think he was on the when I
think
of his name,
I was surprised when he said he was.
But yeah, that's really solid, and I love the fact that at the beginning it does say use headphones.
Yes, it does say use headphones,
which
tells you a lot at the beginning though.
The only other game I could think of that did that was Hotline Miami.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like just whack the headphones on. I'm like, it's sick.
What's cool is like all the whispers in there are kind of layered as well, and you don't quite get that watching it through your TV. You still get all the whispers are there.
Yeah.
But in headphones, they're kind of designed to sort of like flit from one ear to the other, and there'll be one that's slightly louder in this ear that goes across that way, and you can sort of hear. It's almost like hearing voices all around you.
Is it just voices that you can hear, or is it to do with does it trick you to think that enemies around you?
No, they don't trick you. They're usually based on what's going on. So you sort of walk somewhere. Sometimes they're kind of horrible to turn you, so you can hear people going, "You don't know what you're doing. You're doing the wrong thing," or "Why did you come here?" This, that, and the other. When you get into combat, there are little whispers that will say "behind you," and you kind of there are kind of things to sort of warn you of things. It's quite
sound prompts are an interesting thing.
Yeah, I think it's a cool way of doing it to have you kind of imagine voices. There's also a narrator that's going over it as well. That I'm not entirely sure whether she's imagining this narration or whether the narration is there. Because that happens at exactly the same time as all the voices she hears as well. It's all kind of mixed into one.
Yeah.
As also happens, there's also like horrible like groans and creaks as trees blow and wind moves and.
It does look.
The sound design is superb.
It's got to be one of the best looking things on the PS4, right?
Oh my god, it looks fantastic! Yeah,
it's up there with Uncharted 4 and Horizon.
Definitely.
And frame rate's solid.
Yeah, I've not had a problem with it at all.
Yeah,
I think that's probably helpful with the fact that it's a linear game. Whereas Horizon was massive.
Yeah,
this is like you're right here. You only ever see this stuff here.
It has that weird Beyond Two Souls Heavy Rain feel, in the fact that everything looks solid and we're just going to control this tiny bit. Because one of the main things I want to emphasize about Hellblade is how much was it then?
It cost me £25.
That's
pretty good,
which is cool for a game.
It is, and we're getting more of this because Yakuza Kiwami is £30 and Mario Sonic Mania is like 15 quid.
Yeah,
and that's effectively Sonic 1, right? We've got like 15 levels. I'm not sure about that. Didn't look that up, but it's the fact that we're no longer trapped inside like this 45 quid box that we've been trapped in for.
Uncharted, you mentioned Uncharted. Uncharted is only £30 as well.
Lost Legacy, which is like 12 hours.
Yeah, it's not a short game.
You get like a nice couple of chapters.
Quite a big chunky game, yeah.
So have we seen a physical release for Hellblade, or is it just digital only at the moment?
I think they're happy with digital only because that's the way they've marketed it, and they said, right, well, we made the game that's shorter than the normal game, smaller than the normal game, so we're going to charge you less than the normal game.
We do have a lot of people like releasing limited runs of a lot of stuff.
I could see it as a game that if it gets big enough, you might release a physical copy with perhaps a statue or something. I could see it getting something like that, but I'd also say that's kind of anti what it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be, we made this AAA level game, but on an not an India budget, but a budget similar to an indie game with a team similar of size. And
everything's done within the side the studio, right?
Yes,
they're doing it themselves. There is no, they're their own publisher kind of thing.
I think it's the sort of game I think No Man's Sky should have been, in terms of they should have said this is made by a smaller team, it's a smaller thing. You shouldn't pay full price for it because we don't need. I think it's kind of honest of them to say we don't need £50 a game to help get money back off of it. Which
is cool.
We budgeted it less, so we're going to sell it for less, as opposed to we budget, because Sony could have said you can make what you want from it.
Yeah.
Like this could easily be a £40 game.
Take this, we'll pay for advertising.
Yeah. The game itself is, I don't know, 8, 9, 10 hours long.
Yeah.
Roughly. Like it's not that short of a game. It's not a massive game.
Yeah.
But it's no shorter than
might be one of those games that you come back in like 5 years and play it again.
Yeah.
Like I don't know how many times I've replayed Heavy Rain.
True.
Yeah, like a good 5. But yeah, I believe this is a good trend to go for. But I don't think people will go for it. I don't feel like the big publishers feel like this is a good thing for them.
No.
I totally understand that because money. But yeah, it's kind of sad. I feel like stuff like Dragon Ball Z Fighters from Arc System Works could have been like a good £30 game. Whereas I think it's going to be like Street Fighter price, and I totally understand that with Injustice and everything coming out, but Arc System Works, like a kind of small studio, Guilty Gear, Blaze Blue, I assume shitloads of visual novels. But yeah, something I'd like to see other people pick up. I doubt it'll go.
I don't know. I hope other small companies like Team Ninja decide to stick with that sort of thing. Perhaps it will. It's definitely not going to change the way Bungie and think about things, but hopefully it will change the way other companies do.
Platinum.
I can think Platinum taking this sort of thing and saying, okay, we don't want the publisher to help us make it in that way.
Just make
we'll do it ourselves and then we'll sort it.
If they make another Bayonetta, if they keep it in house, do it themselves, pay for it, spend a good gazillion years on it, and then release it like digitally for now, you won't have the problem they had with the Wii U. They won't have like the whole nobody's buying Xbox games at the moment. We can't do it for Microsoft. Sorry, mate. And Sony's got no reason to. Sony are so far ahead, they don't give a shit. And I'm kind of happy for Sony, but at the same time, kind of sad for Microsoft. I want to see them do good. I want them to get back into the 360 days. But hey, maybe the Scorpio will happen. Anything else we want to highlight for Hellblade?
Only that it's really good and it's something most people should play, I think, if you like single player story-driven games.
Weird thing that I want to point out is the lass who plays Senua is the voice actress and also the mocap actress.
Yes.
And she'd never done mocap before. She'd never done voice acting before.
I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah. And because was she the character designer? I'm getting this muddled up. I didn't dig
think
into
she was the character designer.
But yeah, she went in just trying to do like VO and they were like, fuck it, let's go. I'm like, so this is like an indie AAA game that you paid for mocap, because I get it, Enslaved. Heavenly Sword mocap?
Heavenly Sword probably was.
Yeah, the faces look too
it
good.
must have been because Andy Serkis is the way he loves his mocap.
Yeah, it's what he does in his spare time. He just dresses up in blue gimp suit. The mental image of that's never going to leave you for a week. But yeah, I wanted to highlight that. Like, not many games I can think of have done that.
No, not a lot. I think the only ones I can think of, like Naughty Dog, do it a lot. So like their games are all that, and they have that because it's about like the proper acting of it. But a lot of the time, it's someone plays the body of the character.
Yeah, I think everybody got scared
someone
after.
comes in and does the face.
Yeah, everybody got scared after L.A. Noire just destroyed a studio effectively.
Yeah, I can't remember what that studio was now.
It was
just Rare. Not Rare.
Yeah,
Rockstar
published
but they didn't make it. It was another company that made it. I can't remember what the name of that company is now.
It doesn't matter, man.
Doesn't exist anymore.
I don't think it does.
It's in there with Gorilla Cambridge.
Because I quite enjoyed L.A. Noire. I'd like to play it again.
It was ambitious. I wanted Broken Sword to go that way. I wanted Professor Lin to like go and crack.
That would have been really cool.
Yeah. But anyway.
Yeah, sorry.
Our next game is Dylan.
So, I've been playing PLAYERUNKNOWN'S Battleground. Obviously...
Tiny game.
A very tiny game. I think we looked at the numbers the other day, and on Steam there was a peak of 805,000 players, which surpasses any of the other big games
by miles, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
it took
over.
That's insane.
Took over Dota yesterday,
and
that's a fucking mole.
Unfortunately, I looked at it today, and yeah, it's not staying at the top, but it's a good second. But
yeah,
it's big. It's the biggest game that is on Steam that isn't a Valve game. So It's a massive achievement. Yeah, so we've been playing it. Obviously, updates been coming to this game like way better than any other
week,
early access game that's out there.
Yeah.
You have. Should we talk about what's in the game?
Yeah. So give me a basic concept. If I'd been in a coma for the last 6 months.
Assuming if you had seen the film Battle Royale, that's a good start.
Quite a few times.
I think a lot of people would know what that is.
Director's cut.
So you start the game off. So say if you're on your own, you start yourself off in a lobby with 100 people. Then you get teleported into a plane, which then you jump into an island via parachute.
At any point.
Any point. So the plane has a trajectory which is set per game, and this can change. So one jumping spot might be different to another game's jumping spot.
Yeah.
You are then competing with 100 other players to get. So you jump out of the plane, you land in a spot which you think you're going to have a good chance of getting some loot.
Yeah, straight for the skull.
Straight for you. So you want to aim for getting rifles with scopes, with silencers, to level 3 helmets, to backpacks, so you can carry all that stuff.
Yeah.
And obviously ammo.
Yeah. It's just depending.
You can start games off where you land in a building and you get absolutely none of those items. You'll get a can of Red Bull, which gives you some energy. Other games, you'll be a bit more lucky.
Yeah.
You can land in an area thinking, I'm going to get some good loot, but some other guy has the same idea. And when you play this game with headphones, obviously the sounds, it's getting there, but it's improved a lot since day one. But
footsteps are a lot better.
They're a lot better. So you'll be playing on your own, you'll be looting, and then you just hear in like a couple of doors down, a door opening, like your mind just goes into high alert. And
it's a bit waste trying to like beat somebody with your fist straight away.
Oh yeah, there's many times you land in the same warehouse and you're on opposite ends, and you're like, I either go for the weapon on the ground or I go for a Superman punch to try and knock them down. I've tried many times to do the Superman punch. It's inconsistent. Playing this game is quite a thrilling experience. There is probably not a lot of games that can give you that experience because
it hasn't went graphic wise. It's fine.
Yeah.
And I appreciate it, not for going like let's go. I was going to reference Mag, but let's suppress that memory. Not going for like the COD route or the Titanfall route or anything else where graphics are a factor. I don't feel like they need to improve graphics to begin with. But just having a battle royale, last man standing, 100 people on a map that is, quite frankly, ridiculously big, in a good way. Like,
I think they said it was to scale maybe like 6 kilometers. Like wide.
It feels it.
Yeah.
Like you jump in a car and it counts for now.
Yeah.
But one factor that I love is the constricting play zones. So basically you have the whole of the map to begin with, and then after like 4 minutes, like the first.
Yeah, so like every.
It's the Simpsons movie. They've got a dome. It's over the island, and they're constricting the dome, and the wall is just electrified.
Oh yeah.
And
I've seen this.
You're dying.
Yeah.
And I love that because skilled players, not really, always hide on the like just on the perimeter, and like wait for people to just start moving. But then everybody else also thinks they're a skilled player. So what's actually happening is you have 20 people just laid down, prone, and everybody's just going to start running to the middle in a bit. And I love that. Like when you've got like 20 people left and you've just got that tiny thing, and you're just like, there's like 16 people within 100 foot of me. Where the fuck are they?
I think the closest thing it reminds me of is, like I said, 20 people left, all in a wheat field, all prone. It's like the mission from Call of Duty 4, where you don't know, unless you're in the middle of the circle, you're not standing up to get inside the circle. Yeah. Obviously, if you are outside the circle, you die. You take a lot of damage, especially that late in the game. It'll kill you straight away. So when you're 1v1 in a wheat field and the other guy isn't standing up, all you can do is either try and bait them out or throw grenades sparsely everywhere you can to try and fish them out.
Go for it. I'm happy for this game because it sounds like a crazy dream. This sounds like the guy who made Stardew Valley by himself and now he's just rolling on a mountain goal. This is like, I created Minecraft levels of absolute craziness. Because, yeah, this is effectively, it's his first full game. But up to this point, he's worked on like the mod for Arm 2.
I think it's maybe Armor 2 and 3. You worked on the Battle Royale mod, which is it's the same thing but in mod format.
Yeah.
He moved on to I don't know if he headed up the studio for H1Z1, which is another Battle Royale style game.
I wouldn't put it past it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But he was a big part of that. That's also quite a big game. And then now he's on. The studio is Blue Hole.
Blue Hole.
Yeah. And he's done really well.
No. The big thing we got from Gamescom this week was it was E3, wasn't it? It's coming to Xbox One.
Yeah.
Day one exclusive,
yes,
whatever the fuck that means. And I honestly think Microsoft stepping in and going, have Unobtainium, sell it on the black market. We own that as well. I feel like the influx of cash the studio is going to get, because it was originally a 15-man team and now it's a 70-man team. So that's cool. Like, actually knowing that there's 70 people behind this is really nice. They've got a new headquarters in America in state number 43. There's not 43 states in America, is there?
Nope, it's 51.
50 something, yeah.
Sad times. But actually seeing like a lot of stuff getting behind this game, that's just positive. I think this is gonna go like No Man's Sky crazy, in the fact that it's going to get like substantial updates, not the fact that it's a shit game. Just keep smiling. Best E3 game player trailer ever. What would you like to see from this game? Because it's not a game without problems, but all of those problems I believe are fixable.
So obviously the core element of the game is perfect. They just need to tweak it. We have issues with like sound and stuff, but stuff like that can be like patched out and improved over time. But once it's the complete game, you have the cool game mode. They introduce first-person mode from being a typically third-person game, and again, it's like you're playing a first-person game in third. You're playing a third-person game in first person. It feels like a third-person game. That's another like slight improvement.
Yeah, it's really hard to do that.
Yeah.
Speaking from like Skyrim and Fallout,
and GTA did it as well. It still felt like a third-person game.
Yeah. But they're trying.
They're trying. It's only going to get better with those. I'm hoping to see, like, they've already announced that they're working on 2 new maps. One being a desert, one being a snow map.
Yeah.
And they said they're going to vary in size. So I'm interested to see how those will play out with the same 100 people.
I want the snow map to have islands.
I want the snow map to have footprints which you can track people. I mean,
that's crazy, Dylan.
Cool.
Crazy talk. That would be sick.
That would be cool.
We need a white
How many maps has it got at the minute?
It's only got 1 map.
We have the thermal meter.
Okay.
Yeah.
We have a thermal meter. If you don't have the right claws, you're going to get fucked.
That would be
too far. but still.
Yeah. So
new maps is cool. The constant updates are probably going to be the hardest thing. Like substantial.
Yeah. So so far it has been big monthly updates.
Because they said they were changing how they were doing updates, right?
Yeah, I think they said instead of guaranteed monthly updates, they're going to concentrate on a longer scale and then giving us even more content.
Yeah, so it's probably to do with like feedback and focusing on the right things, as opposed to just going, that looks a bit shit.
Because we got like a month update like a couple of months ago, and it was just I think a couple of weapons, a new scope. That's quite a lot to wait for.
Yeah.
I mean,
but they were probably making the transition with the Xbox, and
yeah,
fuck, that was E3 month, so let them lie. I think we've said all we need to say. I'm happy it's coming to consoles. I obviously wanting to come to PS4 because I'm a Sony fanboy. Get over it. But I think this is good for Microsoft. I think they did the right thing, going, yes. Still think Microsoft's fucked. Yeah, they're dead. They've lost this race. Good luck. PAX is coming. PAX, they're just going to go, hello. Yep, we bought Time Splitters. Also, Siphon Filter's back. We don't own those rights.
None of that. Time Splitters is dead, Halo 6 is miles off, and the other one, what was the other one?
Siphon Filter?
Siphon Filter.
That's a PlayStation, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I need Siphon Filter back.
Oh, the taser. Oh.
Just hold it and
Hold
people
it.
just burst into flames. That's it. Battlegrounds. Tasers.
Oh.
Just burn them to death.
Oh, that would be interesting.
Nobody's picking that up.
Yeah. I could think of so many ideas I would like to in that game. Yeah.
Petrol tanks. Tasers, petrol tanks.
I look at the timer.
You got it.
Oh, sweet.
There we go. Good times. Yes. Are you interested in Player Battlegrounds and no?
Personally, not at all. No. I'm not
Okay.
gonna lie. Yeah.
I know you aren't. I just wanted to
zero
say that.
interest. Yeah. I'm sure I'm appalling people, but I can go fuck. It's not for me. I don't care.
It's fine. You love your online games, really, Dan.
Yeah, I love playing online games repetitively, pointlessly, monotonously.
You could always play on your own and pretend
I
everyone
always-
running around is...
Always, yeah.
Create your own bots.
Yeah.
Right.
Can you do that? I wouldn't be into that.
No,
It
you
was,
can't. I would never. He is 99 random bots doing whatever the fuck they want.
Not that I'd be interested in that either. Like, the just
No.
skirmishes and stuff don't interest me.
Yeah,
It's
that's
not my
fair
sort of
enough.
thing.
Well,
Talk a bit more into that.
Yeah, no.
Every match is a random game, whereas you don't know what to expect. Pacing is very different every game. Some games you have like 10 minutes before you see anyone, and others you will die instantly.
it's a weird thing to watch
yeah.
stream.
Yeah.
Is it one death?
You're dead.
Once
dead.
you're
I think
dead,
it is a
you're dead.
permanent thing, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Unless
okay.
you're playing with a team, they can pick you up.
But even then, the person just keeps shooting the shit out of
they
you.
can just
Your life just
wipe
goes.
you out. Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
Think Gears.
Okay.
Yeah, you're down. You're down. I love this game. I want to play this game, but I hate keyboard and mouse. Like
I would be surprised eventually it will come to
but it's-
PlayStation, right?
Okay, well, we're going off on a tangent. Fuck time. I don't give a shit. Okay, so we're playing this on Xbox One X Scorpio. Oh shit, let's rename that quick. I come to a body. I've got the menu up. How am I doing that? Am I going down like D-pad? Do I instantly just take all?
Okay.
Yeah, because like.
Oh, does it come with like a RPG style menu for...
yeah, because
Yeah.
let's say we've just went to a drop, and like there's like 20 things in those sometimes, and you got Red Bull and shit and like pointless stuff.
Only thing I can think of is, do you know Deus Ex Mankind?
Yeah.
You know how the wheel where you could like maybe like that, but that would be
Will that be a substantial update?
that would assume all
Or,
the wheels in one place.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
I want to see this actually. I want to see a game running on Xbox, like, and I want to see how this works because
Yeah.
I want this to work. Like this crossplay would be insane.
Yeah.
If that's a thing, it needs to be a thing. You can't just divide the people there because you're gonna have 800,000 people playing on PC and then like 5,000 playing on like Xbox.
Will Xbox crossplay with PC though?
Windows and Valve and Steam and I don't know.
Because the Xbox is basically a Windows device.
It is, but
Essentially,
like Valve
right?
and Microsoft have this like BDSM like crazy relationship going on.
Maybe. That's true.
It is. Something to think about. I want to see it running. I want to see what the Scorpio can do. We're calling it the Scorpio. X doesn't exist in this room, okay, guys?
What is Scorpio? Oh, we're talking about the news anyway. Right,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, happy times for a relatively new game. Like, it blew up this year.
Yeah.
It went crazy this year. 2017 is fucking on crack.
It's
like,
nice.
literally is.
It's nice
Yes,
to see.
crack is nice, Dylan. Cheers.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's nice to move on from MOBA games.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice to see a different.
You know I don't like mobile games.
Oh yeah, well.
They're in that same box with phone games for me.
Oh yeah,
It's like, hey, mobile, no, sure.
it's nice to see this is the new thing rather than another hero shooter. I guess.
Yeah, it's the first person to make a clone
Mm.
of this game. It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Like, give it 6 months. They're gonna have to like, I don't know, 100 unicorns. and the only way you can kill people is impaling them. Like, they're gonna have to bring something insane to the table, because this game that isn't even finished yet. How cool is that? Is like so far ahead.
Yeah.
Even if it's predecessors they worked on, which by all means are good games, and people are still playing them. Obviously, not as many.
Even a AAA title like Overwatch, I assume Battlegrounds has got more players right now.
Oh,
I mean,
ooh, Blizzard. It's got to be close.
It's got to be close,
yeah. But right now,
just going off like Twitch TV numbers, I would assume Battlegrounds would be.
Oh yeah, Battlegrounds right now is above Overwatch. Overwatch, I think, not even in the top 15 at the moment.
Maybe not.
It's been crazy recently. Yeah. Overwatch. Didn't like it. Okay, so we're going to take a bit of a break, light up a fag, I'm drinking Monster, and talk about this month's news.
Ooh.
But 30 days late. Weird, right?
A recap of the news.
A recap of the news.
I'm a little bit like... Oh, I forgot his name, I fucked it up.
Yeah,
I was going to say a newsreader, but I don't know a newsreader's name.
Okay.
No.
First things first, we had some weird news going on. I am so fucking hyped for a Secret of Mana remake.
I've never played Secret of Mana.
That's the thing. I'm the only person in this room that's played Secret of Mana.
I know what it is.
Buy it for the Vita. It's literally $4.99. It's on your bloody virtual store. Everybody forget to buy it. Also Castlevania, the good one.
So Aaron, what is Secret of Mana for those if you don't know?
It's a RPG. Like it's hey, explain Chrono Trigger to me. No, time travel. That's literally. So it's basically one of your good old school like RPGs, but it's up there with like Final Fantasy VI. Like it is good. It is solid. It is one of the foundations. This is what like Divinity is built on. This is what Origins is built on. This is what BioWare like used to crack off to sleep to. Like literally, it's one of those. It's like, hey, let's replay a game. What do you want to play? Secret of Mana. Okay, this is all good. We've got 3D sprites. It looks excellent. Check out the trailer. It's a good trailer. It's like hugging. Like it's like Pugsy Bear trailer. Oh, I was gonna go so dark. But it's the fact that this is going out on the Super Nintendo Mini.
Is it?
It's the one that's coming out. It's the one with F-Zero.
SNES Classic.
SNES Classic.
Yeah, it's the one that's already out. Sorry, with totally different console, but it's on that. I don't know if that's going to hurt this. Like,
this is a proper full remake, right? It's not a remaster.
No,
it's a remake. Right? This is,
yeah. Let's do this. Let's do it properly. It's fully voice acted. Did I just make that up?
No, it's written there as well.
No, it's written here as well, guys.
Yeah.
Cheat sheet, use them. They haven't confirmed English voice acting. Don't. No, if you do, menus, Japanese voices,
it can
English
be done well though.
Sometimes.
Okay,
all the time.
I love my voice actors. Like, I'll praise them to high hell. Like, anybody who's like effing people over in the strike, I will ban your children's children. I feel like it's a game that doesn't need English voice acting. Yes, you can put English voice acting in that, and that's cool. Pay more people, and it'll be more accessible for people that don't know what Secret of Mana is. Like this is cool because Dan's 3 children.
What are their names?
Biff, Chip, and Kipper. Biff. No, all the Americans will never get it. It's the fact that kids can play this now. Like Secret of Mana is like 12 and above or whatever. I feel like this is going to go the way of, hey, you know that Shadow of the Colossus remake by Bluepoint that's coming out. How hyped are you for that?
Kind of hyped.
See what I mean?
But not hugely. Yeah.
I don't feel like. I thought the internet was going to explode and like people were going to pass out and like it was going to be like the day when GTA 5 came out and everybody called in sick from work. I wanted it to be one of those days. It's the biggest day in history on the earth that people called in sick. I love that. It's like, where were you?
I was waiting on the PC platform for it to come out.
Well, you know.
You know I was going to go there. But yes, what's our general consensus on Secret of Mana?
I'll probably check it out.
How much would we like to pay for it?
15 quid.
It's in your fucking dreams.
I probably will watch a video on it and then decide. I'm
Yeah.
not
That's a trailer.
interested at
That's a
the
good trailer,
moment.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm happy. To be honest with you, I'd pay 30 quid for this game.
Yeah.
I would love it to be cheaper. I don't feel it will be cheaper. It is Sega, right?
Yes.
Yeah, not sure about that. But yeah, that's good news. I love that. That was like 4 days ago, not 30. And then we got our lovely, well, the biggest news of the month really, even if it is an urban myth, because there's no proof, but there's proof.
Yeah.
Half-Life 2 Episode 3, not Half-Life 3. Script kinda not really got leaked, but was on a Reddit thread.
Something like that. Yeah.
So Mark Laidlaw left Valve a while back.
Left.
And I think, so he has a blog. He posted a plot of. It wasn't called Episode 3. It was called. He had a substitute name, like I don't know, Pistol 3 or something like that.
Yeah.
And he literally showed the plot of Half-Life 3 in his own words, replacing all the names with his own iterations of them. And yeah, so there's a lot of like speculation whether the non-disclosure agreement has expired from Valve, and now that he can talk about it.
I mean, it could well have done. Like, when did 2 come out?
Oh fuck.
I want to say 2007. I don't know.
Could have done.
Maybe later.
Orange Box. Yeah.
Because Orange Box came out 2007.
Yeah.
It could have been then, or maybe it was 2006.
Slightly earlier. Yeah.
2000s.
It's been a long old time. And yeah, Episode 3 was teased like, well, in that box set, in fact.
It's
Yeah.
And then
episode
never happened.
Yeah. Episode 3 is like, if it came out now, it'd be Duke Nukem Forever Good.
Mm.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, that hurt more than I thought it would. Yeah, I'm kind of happy for Valve for it not being a thing. Come on, if everybody's honest with ourselves, that game is going to be fucking junk if it ever comes out. Literally,
Yeah,
it'd have to be
the
the standard copy. It'd have to be $500. It'd have to be like encased in unobtainium, and like Skittles. Every time you put it in, like pack of Skittles from nowhere, literally, courier Skittles, no reason.
Yeah. I'm pretty sad that it's never going to come out, but I'm glad that we've got, like, I feel like after reading the plot, like I can sort of in my head.
Are you happy that it's over? Like,
it's over, you know.
Okay.
Too much time's passed, man.
Yeah.
It's one of those things. Like, it totally weird analogy, and it's got nothing to do with this, and a weird comparison even altogether. If I had never played BioShock in my gaming life, I'd probably love Dishonored. Like, I'd probably love many other games I've played, but it's that weird thing, like, you always compare it back to that.
Yeah.
Why is every Final Fantasy that comes out compared to Final Fantasy 9 in my head? I'm like, this is shit. 15. What the fuck is that? Just literally, just diabetes.
So, knowing the story of it, does it make you disappointed that you didn't get it, or that? Because I actually haven't read this yet. I've kind of tried to avoid it for now.
It exists.
Just so I can ask this question and be honest about it. Like, does it?
Like, after reading the plot, in my head, I formed a good idea of how the game could have been, and I think that's probably better than any version I could have played that would come out right now.
Did we die at the end?
No.
Oh. People did die.
But people did die.
Yeah, I was going to say.
And Gordon Freeman's now not the G-Man's main man. It's Alex. So, I think...
Oh, can we skip 3, make a game about Alex?
So, yeah.
Ooh,
I think Gordon Freeman signs off on that and say like his journey's over.
Okay.
And I don't know. There's a lot of like speculation or like people trying to
pass a wrench to her.
I don't know.
It keeps the crowbar, but like gives her a wrench.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of people jumping on the hype saying that. Oh, that means Half-Life 3 could be possible, but
because now that you finished the story in writing,
yeah.
It's always been possible. Like, you can't skip
you
can't skip an episode. Valve's not like that. They're in too much of a strong position. They're not.
They're doing too well on software and hardware and stuff now, right? Is it hardware they're doing well now, or general software bits, not games?
They're sitting back and making money.
Yeah, I think they like a few years ago in an interview or on the AMAs.
Yep.
They said that they'll go where the money goes. Something like that. Yeah.
And if we're all honest with ourselves, that's a good thing.
I mean, it makes sense. Yeah. But I quite like that they released a plot. Actually, not news. I'm going to talk about a similar sort of thing to that actually because it ties in with it.
Go for it, man.
Not that long ago, someone interviewed a man who was working on Prey 2, the original version of Prey 2.
Okay.
And told the story of that. And like, it's a game I really want to play.
So you're a bounty hunter in an alien world?
Yes. So he said that as it goes on, when you die, you turn it back in your house. So it kind of, you got like a hub where you can like upgrade your stuff and get your missions from people and do all that sort of stuff. And so every time you die, you come back there. He says at some point in the game, you hit one of several twists. The first twist that comes in that you've met Tommy from the original game. Before, who is like one of your contacts in there. So you've met him several times before, and you've died with him several times before. Every time you die, a clone of you comes back and has your memories into it.
Yeah.
So that goes on, and then the other twist of the game is that when the game ends, you kind of go on this like mad fuck off suicide mission thing, do something major, kill yourself so that you can end it, and then wake up again. And then it will like skip to like 40, 50, 60 years later. So you as an old man, happy, the world's over, the war's over, sorry, you've escaped. You die of old age, and you wake up back in your room and the game ends.
Oh.
I thought that is fucking incredible. I thought that's just really cool.
That's a mindfuck,
and,
right?
like, just... it's always like, it's one thing that makes me sad that I can't play that and experience that. I'm glad that I know it.
Yeah.
But I think that's really cool. And they were going to play with like, you finding your bodies and working how it works and trying to shut it down, but can't. I just think it was really cool. And just that ending was like, that's really cool.
That'd make for a good story,
yeah.
Prey 2 was solid. It wasn't that game.
Yeah,
it was a totally different game.
Yeah.
It was
very Dishonored, like, which
it's
surprising because maybe the same people,
yeah.
I guess.
It's went down one of those weird rabbit holes where it's like £18 now and it's not even like 4 months old.
Like, same thing happens with Dishonored 2 though as well, right?
I picked that up for a tenner. Yeah. Sick.
Yes, I think the one that we got now maybe would have done better had it not been called Prey.
Yeah.
Like if they'd have called it something else.
Okay, I don't think the Prey name added anything to that.
No, I think they just said you're on somewhere. It's a bit odd.
Yeah.
You've got aliens stalking you.
Not even lore-wise, but then again...
No, there's nothing that ties it to it. It's just a simple theory that you've been stuck on a station alone fighting aliens is the only thing that really connects it to Prey.
Oh, fuck off. Should have given it a different name and added an Easter egg in it.
Should have done.
Like, this is in the same universe as... Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
That
would have been maybe a better idea.
I kind of want to go around, like, deeper into this rabbit hole. Fuck news. In the fact that news isn't going to work. New news is being written as we speak, and it's the fact that cancelled games have always been a thing. Like that's nothing new, but stuff like Skillbound, which if Microsoft, I don't know what happens. We don't know what happens. Everybody's kept tight-lipped about it. It's an industry thing. Fuck it, get over it. I feel like if Microsoft kept on good terms with Platinum and like bankrolled or whatever, like kept on Skillbound, Microsoft would be in a stronger position by now. And I feel like I'm really pissed off. I was hyped about that. That was fucking DMC with dragons and like dinosaurs and semi-open world, had a weird Xenoblade feel to it. Like had a weird like Final Fantasy 12 feel to it. Vanilla Penna and Balthier, that one. It's stuff like that just getting cancelled. And Gorilla Cambridge went down.
Yeah, they did.
They're the dudes that made Medieval and Killzone Mercenaries on the Vita. Fucking good game. Looked good, handled well, good first person shooter. Yeah, just wanted to vent a bit about that. I hate stuff getting cancelled. I hate the fact that E3, PAX, Tokyo Game Show as well. We are now, more in recent years than any other years actually, we're announcing games like 4 year, 5 year. Like I can rip into Nintendo's press conference this year like mad, and that's totally understandable. They need to sell Switches. They need to announce Metroid Prime 4 with a fucking logo in development. Don't give me a studio. Don't give me a director. Just say in development. Okay, I'm happy with that. No, I'm not happy with that. That is not how you announce that. You show something. A CG fucking trailer, for God's sake, man. Like literally, that was decided like 4 days before the conference. They were like, "Do me a logo, do me a sound, get me some good ass music." Sort
I
of
feel like it's the same with the
for-
Pokemon reveal as well.
He was
Well,
sat
that
at
was
a desk, man.
I
The
feel that
dude
was a
sat
reaction
at
to
a
people getting
desk.
annoyed at the Pokemon Direct not being what they thought it was.
We-
They go, "Oh, don't panic, we are doing that thing, but we can't show you
We are
anything 'cause of
focusing
nothing
on a core console title for the Pokemon series.
yet." Which is exciting,
Yeah,
But-
no, that's really exciting. But
but it does do the opposite of what it
here's
wanted
some
to do.
character
Like,
designs, dude.
It would have been
show
cool
me
to
some
do
new
something.
Pokemon. Like show me sketches and shit. I don't care, man. Show me a GIF. It's stuff like that. We're rushing, and I feel with this console cycle and this console war, it isn't war anymore. It's fucking slow. We're grabbing at stuff too much.
yeah.
Like Nintendo had to get out of the Wii U thing, so they hit a home run with the Switch. The Switch is practically a Wii right now. Like we aren't buying Wii Fit.
They have done
We're
a
buying
good,
Zelda.
yeah.
But if you actually look at the Switch, that's not good. Like
There's not a lot of
okay,
games
forget
right now.
hardware and all that. Like fuck the hardware. Game wise, I can name like 4 games I might want to play.
Yeah.
And judging by Aaron's unintroduced rule, is you have to name 10 games before you buy a console. Like when last gen, when 360 and PS3 announced like their release games, solid. Like literally, we all had things out in the first 2 months. Like Switch is well into it now. We're coming up like not nearly a year. We're like 6 months.
But yeah.
Yeah, we're halfway there, and everybody's at fault. And yeah, Sony's in the lead, blah blah blah. But they're having their problems as well. Like
Yes,
they're feeling the pressure, mostly because Nintendo's actually catching up to Sony. How weird is that? That's never going to happen. Let's not
It's
say.
never going to happen, but
No. But yeah,
we'll see what the next year holds for Switch, I guess, in terms of games. Like
Oh.
it'll be next E3 because this was the first E3 event where
Switch is going
they
to go
announced the
crazy.
important stuff, but next year's when they can go, okay, also the stuff that
They-
we've not told you about is all this stuff.
They have to deliver on what they announced.
Yes.
And that's basically how.
That's
we're
the, yeah,
gonna do it.
that image they showed up of like these are all the third-party studios that want to work with us. You now have to go because they've showed none of that stuff
Yeah.
off. So there's loads of stuff probably in development for it, but they do need to sort of go right. Now here's the stuff we haven't announced. Now, bang, all this stuff that
Yeah.
you weren't expecting.
Right, fuck that. This rabbit hole's getting. I can see China.
China.
You went there. You went there. I was like, I've stopped myself. No, Dan went for it. Last bit of news I've got to talk about is Final Fantasy's getting an Assassin's Creed crossover DLC.
That
Costume
surprisingly
pack.
looks cooler than I thought it was going to. When they announced it, I was like, what are you talking about?
It has no It has
I saw the
no
trailer,
right
the
to look
trailer
this
looks
cool.
cool.
Yeah,
You know?
because like previous to this, the Final Fantasy 15 announcement, which is not actually a good game, was a fishing minigame that did actually look epic as hell. Like we were like Final Fantasy 15 has no right to look this cool.
Yeah.
I want to jump back in just like wrangle in
They
like a
are-
giant.
To be fair to Square, they are putting a lot of stuff into 15 now. Otherwise, it's taken what nearly 2 decades to make almost. Like,
I've got it done. I'm having an epiphany.
Yeah,
It's painful. Final Fantasy 15 is Final Fantasy 13, but in one game.
sort of, yeah. I think they're going to keep doing stuff in that universe to build on. Like, they've put so much into developing this as well.
Yeah.
So you got the weird GB thing that's coming out for it,
Uh,
which is the entire game,
Yeah,
but
it's like-
on your mobile phone, which I don't like.
Yeah, I haven't looked into it. I don't know the
Yeah.
details. That it can't be the full game. But it's probably like the main storyline battles and stuff.
Yeah.
Like that. So basically that.
I think it's also episodic as well.
Oh,
I think they
is it
said.
free?
Is it free? No,
Fuck off. Nobody's buying
I
it.
doubt it.
Buy the
No.
game then. It's down to 20 quid because
Yeah.
it's so good, right? Don't get angry, Aaron. Don't get angry at the camera. But that's the thing. Final Fantasy, Assassin's Creed crossover, Ubisoft, Sony doing backdoor shady deals, no doubt. Like literally,
Yeah, I don't really know what's going on in there, but from what I've seen in the demo, they dress up like
Assassins
yeah,
and get in.
and they've added in like extra features, like you can now scale buildings are probably in this one area that you're allowed to be in, but
Yeah, it'll just be.
so
Not,
it looks like the 15 gameplay, but they've kind of tweaked it a little
Yeah.
bit. So
We get stealth
the
kills.
animations for stealth kills instead
cool.
of now just a smack or whatever you did. You
Cindy isn't
assassinate
dressed
them.
up though. That ticks me off.
What's the
But-
deal with the climbing anyway? Because can't he teleport?
He can.
He can, yeah, but in the video for this, is he teleporting or climbing up the building? I
Both.
actually can't remember. He's doing a bit of both,
He-
right?
Stabs in his sword and then he goes up
Or is
halfway.
that climbing? Yeah. So they must have added in new animations for that because that stuff doesn't exist at the minute in Final Fantasy.
No.
Like-
It's I think Square are going to continue doing this because Final Fantasy 14, good game, play it. 30-day free trial, do it. Is they have seasonal events, like every MMO has seasonal events.
Yeah, I think they could do that with 15.
Have the Chocobo Festival as well.
They have, yeah.
And this is the Assassin's Festival, so Halloween will get
very
something.
Surprised if they do something else, yeah.
If
it's all about keeping the game alive and keeping it going. People will buy it again or
keep the game alive, redo the ending.
They did do that, didn't they?
No.
Did you not download something else for it? No. There was something that gave
right, we're not going down there. I deleted that bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's cool. Like, Relations is cool, Assassin's Creed is cool, Origins actually looks good. I want to charm a giant
I'm quite
snake.
looking forward to Origins.
I actually want to see a
Origins
temple.
got Assassin's Creed stuff in it. Oh, no, sorry, Origins is Assassin's Creed.
They hinted at
Origins
Easter eggs.
got Final Fantasy. Okay.
It's not going to have a Final Fantasy festival halfway through like Egypt.
Not.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Oh, do it.
With Easter eggs are kind of cool. It means that it's a proper collaboration between Square and Ubisoft now.
We can charm animals in Assassin's Creed, right?
Yes.
Okay, there's a chocobo in it.
That'd be cool.
There's just a chocobo.
There'll be something hidden around.
It's the baby chocobo that was in Zaz's hair that turns into Chocolina in Final Fantasy 13, and she's Google search that. Anybody else want to bring up any other news? It's an interval.
Off the top of my head, I don't know what else they announced. No.
Right, done. So what is your second game that you're bringing to the
second
table?
game that I'm bringing up, I've been playing for the past month and a bit, maybe a bit more, I can't remember which came out now, is the Crash Bandicoot trilogy. Or the Insane trilogy, sorry, which is a ground up remake, so it's not a remaster, it's a proper remake. It is like the old stuff wasn't usable, basically.
Yeah. That shit looks shit.
Yeah.
Good sprites. But
So who's the studio behind it? It's not actually Naughty Dog.
No, it's Vicarious Visions, who I have owned Crash Bandicoot for fucking years now, I think.
Yep.
Like, thanks to before Skylander days, I think.
And Jack and Dax?
No, that is still owned by Naughty Dog. Naughty Dog
Right.
still own Jack and Daxter, which is why you would never get a sequel to that stuff.
No, but
I don't think they're interested in it.
they might just give it off again. So,
They could do.
Well,
I hope they don't. I hope they leave it as like they did their thing. And I think there's one PSP game that wasn't very good.
fuck that. There's so
So
many
they let
PSP
someone
games.
else make. The Jack and Daxter, not the Daxter. The Daxter game was actually really good. The other one was naff.
Yeah, but it was the same with Ratchet and Clank. All the shit that came after the first three is just junk.
Yeah.
Up your arsenal. Good game.
Yeah.
Right, so what makes this game so fucking good then? 'Cause I know it is good.
I think what makes it really good is
Fucking good.
it plays exactly the same as I remember playing when I was a kid. I don't think it's a game that will appeal to anybody. Don't know what's on with that, sorry. I don't think it's a game that will appeal to anybody who's not in their mid-20s. Funny as that might, stupid as that might mean to say about a platforming game, I think it's aimed squarely at people like us who
So
grew
someone
up
who's already
with,
played it.
yeah, it hits the what was the
Nostalgia
nostalgia
feel.
thing really well, and it's also harder than I remember it being. It was, again, that might be like time, and I think they have said that it's slightly harder because they've improved like where your hitboxes are, and
Yeah.
you know, if you land on the original game and your feet are touching, you kind of do that kind of thing where you kind of hover.
Yeah.
In this game, you will slip off.
Yeah.
It's also the first time I've broken a controller, probably since the original Crash Bandicoot, and it is infuriatingly difficult, but kind of fun at the same time.
Yeah.
And I think what's special about it is like they've done a really good job updating it, so they haven't touched the core of the game.
Yeah.
The levels are exactly the same, the layout is exactly the same, so they painstakingly went through, looked at the original games, had the original meshes for those levels, and remade them in a new engine.
That's cool.
The controls the same. I think they tweaked the jumping a little bit to kind of, you know, move in with the new physics they got in it, and obviously because that stuff doesn't exist anymore, they had to do it from scratch.
Okay.
And they've added in some, like, I guess kind of just nice ease of games. So in the first game, you had to finish a level without dying and collect all the boxes to get the gem.
Yeah.
You now don't have to do that because the other games didn't do it, and it is quite difficult to do on a lot of stuff.
So you just
saving the game, you now can just hit a button, hit the save button, or turn on auto save. So
does
when
it
you
just
leave a level,
save at the beginning of the level? It isn't like
no,
save that.
It will save in the warp room or
Alright.
or the world map for the first game.
Alright,
And you can hit an auto save things as soon as you come out of the level. It will say like stuff that you kind of expect from modern games anyway. That doesn't really change the way the game is. It just
helps streamline.
yeah.
Oh, I was
You got
trapped
your
inside of a
question.
fart.
Sorry.
I was like, fartception. Just like a weird side note. Same composer.
Is it really?
Yeah.
That's
it's
cool.
Josh. You know Josh.
Yeah.
Josh.
Oh, Josh, yeah.
Mansell
Yep.
Yeah.
from... No, didn't get his hometown.
No.
But yeah, I thought that was like... I was
that is
going
cool.
through me widnets. That's a word. Just made it up. But yeah, soundtrack is solid because...
It's the same
It's the
soundtrack,
same.
but they've just redone it and made it kind of meatier.
This,
Yeah.
This is like bought and sold on nostalgia.
It
And
definitely is, yeah.
I'm quite happy with that. Whereas like Insane Trilogy and Mario... No, I keep calling Mario. Sonic Mania. Both sold on nostalgia. This is... It's not copy and paste, but for all intents and purposes, it's a really high res.
You look at it and you think that that's what I remember it looking like
Yeah.
as a kid. That's what my memory says it looked like. It looks like a Pixar film. Like,
Yeah.
It looks fucking stunning, the game does.
Whereas Mania is... It's its own beast. Like they've
Mania's
mashed
kind of like
up,
a greatest hits thing, right? You've got some of these levels and then some of our own. There's new ones as well, right? It's not like just old levels, is it?
You've got like a Sonic 1 level, but then halfway through it, it just turns into a Sonic 3 level.
Oh, very cool.
And
Okay.
your second boss is the last boss of Sonic 2, Eggman, of the second level, and it's fucking
Oh,
weird.
that's really cool.
It's great. Like, Mania needs a lot of love, but right now, I'm talking about Crash.
Yes, sorry.
How many times did you die?
Oh,
You have to break a controller.
Yes.
Right.
Particularly in the first game. The first game is incredibly difficult. The
It
other
is.
two are slightly more forgiving. The second one is the best.
The camera is one of the worst beasts in the world.
Yes.
Run towards the camera, but I can't see
So
what's
like
in front of you.
they've come painstakingly gone through like every like cheat you can find to skip levels as well. So on like the bridge to nowhere level.
Yeah.
As a kid, I used to jump up on the rope and just run alongside of it.
Yeah.
All those cheats are in it.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
On the third game, one of the coolest things they added in, one of the things they really changed. It wasn't really a change, but there's a boss in the third game. When you fight Tiny Tiger, you're in like an arena,
Yeah.
and you could like hide in a corner over there while like some like things come through, so you can like dodge all the stuff without doing anything. If you hide in the corner now, you can still do it without dying, but suddenly all the crowd throw cheese at you, just for something extra to do. You can also play as Crash's sister in every single level,
Ooh.
where for the most part, except for a couple of levels, you have to play as
Are you
Crash.
sure it's his sister?
It's definitely his sister.
Okay.
Yeah. It's his girlfriend in the first game,
Yeah.
but it's not the same character though. There are three Bandicoots
Alright,
technically.
the sprites were so difficult that we took the liberty of just going, this is your sister, this is your girlfriend now. None of this crazy
So,
Game of Thrones shit.
You can now play as both of them in that for, I don't know, just because you can, I guess.
Because why not?
Yeah,
It's
each of them got their
effectively...
own sort of animation effects as well, so when you die as Crash,
Do we get to ride a polo
you
back?
got a different one. Yeah, you do.
Yeah,
Yeah, well that's
that
in
level.
there, and the Tiger level from the third one.
I love it.
Oh, they've also added time trials to all three of the games as well, and they only existed in number 3 originally.
We connected leaderboards.
Yep, there's leaderboards, so you can hit a button, you'll go a massive leaderboard thing. Some of them are fucking insane. Like, I thought I did quite good to get a platinum trophy on one. And then there's one bloke that did the level in like 15 seconds. Like, how did you do that? I struggled to do it in 30 seconds. How did you do it in half the time I did? There's no way.
I have the eternal words of inspiration for you, Dan.
Mm.
Get good.
Yeah. But it's cool because it then inspires like, well, how do you do that? And you then want to look at like the videos of people that have done speedruns of it, and it encourages speedruns.
I love thinking you're good at a game and then going,
and someone going, oh my god, how do you do that? Yeah.
like, yeah, and I love that. That's great. I love that feeling. I love the fact that this has brought effectively 3 of the best PlayStation 1 games platforms.
Yeah.
Even though the PlayStation 1 was the home of the platform, for the most part. And they didn't do a good job. They did the best you could think. This is what Crash looks like inside your warped mind.
Job of it, yeah.
Like literally, it's like going back and playing a PlayStation 1 game and going, oh.
Yeah, so going back, I've gone back and played them on my Vita just to like try and look at like.
Yeah.
It definitely doesn't look like what it looks like now. In my head, I think it looks like that. It really doesn't.
No.
I've also done things to like unify all 3 games as well. So the pause menus all look the same in all 3 games now. The way you, like I said, the way you save does. You can hop out of one game back to the main menu to swap back into the other ones if you wanted to.
That's cool.
Yeah, there's just cool ways of doing stuff, and
They've
they've
thought
redone
about
all
this.
the cutscenes as well. So
Yeah.
the cutscenes now, all the voice casts as well are different.
Ooh.
Well, not different, but they're kind of they're the same across all 3 games.
Yeah.
As opposed to they weren't originally,
No.
and they've taken almost kind of like the greatest hits. They've taken like the best voice actors from all the different versions of the games, from the Naughty Dog days all the way through to Vicarious Visions days. So the dude that plays Cortex, Lex Lang, didn't play Cortex until quite late. But he's the one that everyone knows and loves because he's the one with the weird mad scientist voice.
Yeah.
And the other characters, I think...
I love the opening
Nolan North
cutscene
is
where
in
he's
it
got
as...
fucking brutal.
Yeah,
Sick. See, because when this was first coming out, I had like really, really bad vibes because
yes, I was
the PS3 era had some of
dubious
the
of it.
worst HDs. Like Splinter Cell, Tomb Raider, Prince of Persia, the Silent Hill. Even though I don't like to admit it, the HD remaster is fucking shit jank. Hey, what should we do? Turn up the contrast on the fucking fog and like change the noise of the radio. And also get rid of the scene where Pyramid Head is raping the legs and you're in the closet. Because, no, not because fuck you. Give me PT, bitch.
Definitely not.
Definitely not. Not happening. Right. Anything else we would like to highlight about Crash?
Well, Crash? No, just how well I think they've done with it. Like, surprisingly well. I thought it was... When they first announced it, I thought... That's not a game that needs a HD remaster. Well, it's not a game that's going to look good in HD. And then when it turns out, okay, it's not really a remaster. I think they worded it wrong with the person who did it. What they should have said was a remake straight off the bat. Because it is that. It's using none of what existed before. They haven't like touched it up. They've gone from scratch and went. Who's
the rotund Sony E3 dude that announced it?
I've forgotten his name.
Linton? No. Sean Linton. I'm
yep,
good. I'm Aaron. When he came out and he had
that
the shadow behind him. I love
cool.
that. I love anytime he walks on the stage, I get fucking hype. Him and Andy House, because Andy House knows something we don't know.
Yeah. I think now it's coming to Xbox as well.
Yeah, it's
it's not a PlayStation only thing, so it was an exclusive to begin with. I think it's coming to Xbox. Also, like it kind of hints at, I mean, because they also own Spyro.
Yeah.
And the amount of time people say we want a Spyro right now, like they could do exactly the same for Spyro, or they could go here's Crash Bandicoot 4 and do like
don't do the next block.
I would quite like them to make something. I mean as in their Crash Bandicoot. I mean like as in if I was from this, I would quite like them to go. We know how to make the games now. We've made them 3 times now.
Yeah.
I can't go. Okay, here is our take on what Crash 4 should be.
Give me James Bond. Give me Gex.
A Gex remake would be cool.
I'd be happy with Spyro.
Yeah, I'd be happy with Spyro. It would make sense to me. Cause
I don't want these to become a quick cash grab. I have that weird thing where like the first couple of HD remasters, Blue Point, Blue Point did Shadow of the Colossus, Nyko, and they also did God of War.
They did the other one, like.
Yep. I don't want this to become a thing, and then people will be like, cash in now. I can see that happening. Business, money makes the world go round and all that shit. But I'll be happy with some new stuff, new old stuff. Secret of Mana remake, good times. Fucking get hyped. Sweet. Okay then, guys. Before we sign off for the day, our first rodeo. It was eventful. There was unicorns, explosion, Donald Trump for some reason. Don't worry, the FBI's after him. I want to ask you, what is your best game of 2017 thus far? Because at the end of the year, we will obviously be doing our Game of the Year.
Yep.
Which should be eventful. Lots of sparklers, rainbows, unicorns.
We're going to hire ponies.
Is PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds your Game of the Year so far? I feel like I do.
I'm going to say yeah. The amount of gameplay I've got out of it, and it's more about the experience than the game. Not a lot of games make you feel like you're fucked.
Yeah.
And even when you've got good gear, someone can take you out, and that's your game over. And you're always in a tense situation. I think purely by that feeling alone, so far it's my game of the year. Yeah.
Sweet. And for you, Dan, it's Breath of the Wild.
I think it is Breath of the Wild, yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah, it's down. It's definitely Breath of the Wild, to be honest.
Sweet.
It's the game that I sunk most hours into this year, and I'm still playing it now. In fact, I haven't touched it for like weeks at this current moment, but
yeah,
I intend to dive back into it the next time I got like lots of free time, so I can sit and play it properly.
Oh yeah.
With the new updates, and we got the trials coming out.
Yep, and then at Christmas we got the story, the new story coming.
New dungeon as well, yeah.
Yep. Yeah, that is cool. They've kept it alive through updates and things.
Yeah.
And even without the updates, like it's just massive. Like anyone that's done it completely has had way too much free time on their hands.
We've got that amiibo crossover with Skyrim as well.
Yeah, I can't be asked with that. Wait, there's a Skyrim stuff in this now.
I hope not. No, it's when you buy Skyrim for the Switch.
Oh right, yeah,
you
you
can
get
use
the
the
Master
amiibo.
Sword and stuff. Yeah.
Let's hope it does like zero
No,
damage.
I remember. We should do. Like, you can't give away stuff on Amiibo that
Is OP as well.
yeah, because it means someone will have it, someone won't have it.
Yeah. Plus half the fun in Skyrim is just getting broken shit by yourself.
Yeah.
Right. My choice is probably going to be Nier Automata. Automata. Yeah. Fucking solid. Best thing Platinum's ever done. It is the most original game I've played this year. It combines like 4 gaming mechanics, like twin stick shooters, shooting up, bullet hell, hack and slash, platforming, side scrolling. So, and it has 27 different endings.
You have to finish it multiple times, or every time you finish it.
To get the
Do
full
something a little bit
main
more?
story, you have to complete it 5 times.
Jesus.
Okay, but that's happy. Like one playthrough is 6 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Like it
Okay, not
isn't
massive, but
yeah.
still, yeah.
But it's cool. I love playing games that make me. It made me feel like the first time when the plane crashed at the beginning of BioShock and we came up to the surface. I still thought it was a cutscene. I fucking sat there for a couple of minutes and then I went, "Shit, this game looks good." Sorry, this water looks good. Yeah, like every game should aim to give their audience that feeling at least once. Just that. And yeah, all gillied up. The bit where the nuke goes off in Modern Warfare. Those moments where you're just like, shit, that happened.
Yeah.
And not a lot of games have done that in the past couple of years. Like, games still surprise me, but never give me that moment. I'll never let go, Jack. And one last little thing before we sign off. We're each going to recommend a game from the history of gaming that we feel like our audience should not overlook. Something that like may have like went under the radar that you just like, no, people should play this. This can't disappear into the vast void of gaming history. Who'd like to go first? Okay. Oh, so I'll go first.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to. It's a weird thing. I want people to own a Wii U for like £60 or under, and I want people to buy Bayonetta 2.
Oh, that's what you were going to say. I thought you were going to say Xenoblade.
No, because Xenoblade Chronicles X it pales in comparison to the original, but it's still a fucking good game.
Okay.
And
Do you think that's where you were going?
yeah, because I was holding out for like the Switch announcement where you're going to get Bayonetta 1 and 2 for the Switch, new shit, like all the good stuff.
Yeah.
But I can't see that coming. I don't think
it will.
relationship
Yeah.
is coming. And Bayonetta 2 is better than the original. And Bayonetta 1 is a kick-ass game. Bayonetta 1, I would argue, is better than Devil May Cry 3.
That's fair.
Yeah. I'm happy to say that. I get more replay value out of Bayonetta than anything. And 2 is just, it's batshit crazy. You fought some of the boss fights. This is Azura's Wrath level of like what the shit is going on. And it's better than the original in every way, but it's held back by that. I do call them dead platforms. But it is a dead platform. No, nothing is being made Westwise for the Wii U, and shouldn't.
Yeah.
I shouldn't at this point. But there's a lot of things on the Wii U that you should play. Tokyo Mirage Session Sharp EF, Xenoblade Chronicles X, Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate Edition or some shit like that. Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. Like shit went to die there, and that's a bad thing. Also, the Virtual Console is pretty sick. There's a lot of stuff on the Nintendo store that you get for like nout.
For no money, really. Yeah.
Also, SD cards are really fucking expensive, which is sad.
Yeah.
And it has no hard drive space, so be warned. When you go in, you'll buy the console and then buy the space to put your games on.
Yeah.
Sweet. What would you like to choose, Dan?
My game of the year. My choice.
Pick a PlayStation 2 game.
No, I'm picking an Xbox game. Or a 360 game, which is actually quite recent.
Nice.
It's a toss up. between. They're both basically the same game. Alan Wake.
Oh, yay.
It was either that or Deadly Premonition. Both of which I think people should play because they're both fucking excellent and they're both basically the same sort of thing.
I'd argue Deadly Premonition over Alan Wake.
Oh.
Alan Wake's story is the only good thing about Alan Wake.
I don't know, man. The gameplay's better than Deadly Premonition as well, though.
It is. But hey,
Deadly Premonition is actually I'm gonna go Deadly Premonition because I quite like that to turn up on Xbox 4 somehow. Xbox 4, PlayStation 4.
He's working
somehow.
on a new game. I sent you the trailer.
He is, yes. It's about cats and you live in a village with cats, or you turn into a cat at night. It's a weird RPG thing.
I don't know
what's going on, but I want to play it. But I think it's a game that I fucking loved playing it when I first played it.
Yeah, it's Rear Window meets Twin Peaks meets. It had weird moments that reminded me of like Project Zero.
Yeah,
like just not janky, but like
controls are terrible.
Oh yeah,
the game looks bad. The music is awful. the voice acting is horrendous. But there's something about Deadly Premonition that just makes me want to like just go into the world.
Yeah.
One of the coolest things about it is like it's sort of open world. So you get like the village of, and they said the town of Twin Peaks. Then you get the town of wherever you are.
Yeah.
To explore.
No, I just made that up.
Well, you get wherever the hell you are. You get to explore. You know you live in a hotel.
Yeah.
You got to solve the mystery of a girl that was murdered.
Yep.
And you do so by like investigating all the townsfolk and
it might have been by a tree.
Possibly.
I don't know. Like Sleepy Hollow moment there.
So there are moments where the game like kicks into action and you know the daylight dies and you go through an area and you have to shoot zombie people. But that's not the fun. But that's not the big meat of the game. The meat of the game is kind of just walking around and driving around and exploring stuff.
Dead Rising 1 has better gun mechanics than Deadly Premonition.
Oh god, yeah. The controls are.
He just remembered how you shoot in Dead Rising.
The controls of Deadly Premonition are horrendous.
It's made by. It feels like it's made by a developer who doesn't know about any shooting game.
Oh
yeah. Yeah.
But somehow it's
a good.
It's the room of
game
gaming.
is in real time. It's my favourite thing. If you have to go meet someone in 4 hours' time, you've got to wait 4 hours until you can go meet this person. So you've got literally 4 hours you can kill with just run around. And then if you miss him, wait 24 hours till that time the next day. It's incredible. And I mean, you can pause it and go to like sleep mode or like rush mode and like fast forward time if you wanted to.
No, that's
not
how you
if you've really got 2 or 3 hours to kill, you can just go around and go fishing. Or go and chat to like a man over there who might just come out of his house in time to talk to you. Or you might miss him and meet no one on your drive around town.
That's weird. I love this game.
It's a really strange game.
I only put like 10 hours into it.
I put so much time into it when I was at uni.
Oh, it destroyed me. Moving weirdly segued on. Is there a dancing devil? Is there a velvet room? It's got to be something like that in there.
There's a lot of like Twin Peaks rip-off stuff in it. And I'm sure in an interview he said he came up with the ideas before Twin Peaks, and then gave a date when he came up with it. I was like 5 years later. And gave the wrong date. I'm like, did I say 90? I went 80 something.
Oh, how old are you? We're not going down this. Sorry. What's your recommendation choice, Don? Interesting to know.
I'm gonna say Stalker: Shadow of Chernobyl.
Okay, that's.
So this is a PC game which came out.
It's also on PSN.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know this game. I remember it because of its lighting mechanics and its trailer.
Oh yeah, so this is way back in 2007.
Yeah.
The reason I'm recommending this because it's like the first like FPS game which I was genuinely scared by, and I think this is maybe before I played Condemned or something like that.
Yeah.
But this is like, so the whole premise of this game is you're in the zone in Chernobyl, obviously.
Yeah.
And obviously there's a shitload of radiation. Yeah. And there's like these guys called stalkers which go into the zone to get these artifacts, which they're like anomalies which have different effects. Like,
isn't that something like time travel in it?
So
there's not time travel, but like past manipulation or something.
Something like that, yeah. You have never felt so alone when you play this game because it's you versus the environment, as well as other like bandits and stalkers in this world. And I think like Metro, but before that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Weird.
Crazy shit.
Yeah. When you said the game, I was like, I know this game.
Yeah.
Why do I know this game? Oh, that lighting type thing. You think. That's weird. I like that. That's cool. I didn't expect that. It is. I'm pretty sure it's on PlayStation.
Yeah, it could be.
But if in doubt,
yeah.
Steam.
Oh yeah.
It'll be on the sale somewhere. Sweet. 3 games, all good. One I haven't played, which is always good. So I am going to play it because I don't like not knowing games. Sweet. So that's been us for our first month.
Yep.
I've been Aaron.
I've been down.
I've been Dylan.
And we shall see you in 30 days. Stay away from Ninja Pandas.